And we're already at our last stop, Dongmun Traditional Market. It's, we've got about an hour, which is the most time we've had anywhere, but that's not a lot when you come down to it. So, let's get going. There's a strangely nutty aroma here. It's not the chestnuts, that smells a little different, but okay, now we're past the food area, so it's not quite so pronounced. A lot of clothing, mostly women's again. Not so much in the way of men's, honestly. And I'm not sure, as I've said before, whether I could find something that would fit me in any event. They have jackets here, but I've got a windbreaker already, so I don't know that that's a big deal. This will probably be quicker than I think it's going to be. I assumed it was going to be much longer than that. This isn't really all that much different from wandering around Busan in some places. On the other hand, there are a few things here that are interesting, if not necessarily appealing to me. I wouldn't even know what to ask. I suppose I can just point at something and go, that's not it. Ah, but the area turns. We go one way, go the other. Of course, the problem is that I'm not all that hungry just yet. And not just because of the chestnuts. I really didn't have that many of them yet. But it's just kind of like, not quite ready for something like this. As appealing as it might be. Oh wow, there's that sesame smell. That's it. Oh, and just so we don't get lost, gate 3 or gate 2. And while I'm pretty sure I've emerged at the wrong gate, I've got another 40 minutes to find my way around, so not a big deal just yet. But I think I'm gonna go back in there. Yeah, this is gate 8. No, not where I need to be. I don't care what you say. That is... Dad always talks about selling the sizzle, and that'll do it for you. And I thought Whataburger was silly. They have done Red Lobster one better. Clever. Honestly, these places go on and on and on. I'm curious, is that supposed to make them fresh, or is that to waft the scent into passers-by's noses? I will grant that it got my attention, but I'm not buying any of this stuff, I'll say that much. Couldn't even if I wanted to, because that stuff is not coming on the ship. And I'm out another gate, aren't I? Yep, gate number 7. And I'm actually in the middle of a whole other shopping arcade, I think. I may need to turn around pretty soon before I get completely and hopelessly lost. I do have to see a few things as I go along. If anyone can read this stuff over my shoulder, please feel free to do so. I have no idea what I'm wandering around in. Okay, I seem to have come to the end of that shopping arcade, and I'm in the middle of the actual city. Sort of. So I guess I'm just gonna have to dive right back in, make my way through, and hope I can find my way back. It's a straight shot. There aren't any offshoots, so I think I should be okay. The scent of fish and produce does sort of assault your nose a little bit. Even I have to admit it's a less than pleasant combination, unless you're really into it. I'm sure you can get used to it. It's just I don't have that kind of time.
I don't think I've ever seen a waterfall display for seafood before.